Morning, Walter Lee. Morning, Mother.
Grandma, I had a bad dream last night. It was awful.
It was just a dream. How bad could it have been?
I had a dream that I was one of them Little Rock 9 kids that we heard about on the news last night. I was there, and there were all these parents, and they were screaming at me and throwing their stuff, and the kids were taunting me, and it was all because the mayor had said so, and it was awful.
Well, you see, Travis, see here, this is Thurgood Marshall, and thanks to him, you'll be safe when you go to school on Monday.
Who's Thurwell Marshall? How's he going to protect me?
Oh, honey, he's one of them good guys fighting for our legal rights and stuff. He helped that little girl get into school in Topeka, Kansas, and ever heard of the Brown versus Board case? That allowed us to have a mix of colored and white schools ever since the government finally saw that them color schools weren't equal to the white schools at all. Yeah, well, it was him defending that little girl, and he'll defend you if you can't get into school on Monday.
Golly, Grandma, you really think so? You really think all those white kids will be okay with me?
Oh, sure. I'm sure they'll be happy to have a boy like you. And don't you worry your head off about going to school on Monday, because everyone will be fine with you. Now go clean your room, because it looks like a tornado went through there.
Thank you, Grandma.
Why are you lying to that boy? You know those white boys haven't even got to talk to him.
Now, Walter Lee, don't you go ruin that boy's dreams. Let him be happy while he can.
Walter, Lena, have you seen it? The news?
Now slow down, child. My ears don't work as well as they used to.
Did you see the news from last night?
What news?
The news! Benita was on the news.
What, is she getting an award for being so damn annoying?
No, she's at one of those sit-ins down south. You know the type where Negro folk all sit around in the white restaurants to protest for civil rights. It's the SNCC or something like that.
The SNCC? I thought she was going and riding buses to get voting rights.
No, Mama, those are the Freedom Riders. Also, the Freedom Riders weren't even trying to get voting rights, they were trying to desegregate those buses. You know, with Benita, she just goes from one group to the other. You know what she's like. You think she'll just join any group if she thinks she could cure the ills of the world. Turn on the TV.
Sit-in Fisk, Missouri 2 days ago ended in the arrest of several young student protesters. This marks the third protest this month to end in arrests. One of these protesters is a Chicago native, Benita Younger. She, along with her fellow protesters, are part of the student-run Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, or SNCC. These sit-ins have become increasingly prominent in the Missouri and the rest of the South. Black students have been peacefully, but actively, pushing for the right to eat lunch at the counter. This seems like a simple request, but these are the kind of rights that black people have been denied in the South. And now we have an interview with the leader of SNCC.
What has that girl gotten herself into? First she goes down there to ride some buses, and now she's getting arrested on a lunch counter? Hasn't she listened to anything you said?
At least she's following her dreams, even if it's a crazy one.
Are you siding with her?
Oh no, she's got another thing coming when she gets home.
Another thing? We don't have that kind of money anymore because of Willie Harris. I gotta go down there. If she doesn't apologize, then I'm not gonna bail her out.
Just wait a minute. Maybe she'll call in a day or two.
That was broadcasted 2 days ago. I gotta go now.
Let's keep calm and think this through.
Let's just figure all this out, okay? What kind of eggs do you want? Scrambled?
I don't want no damn eggs. I need to know about Benita. Why does she keep getting into this kind of trouble?
Oh, Walter Lee, stop complaining and answer your wife's question.
I said I don't want no damn eggs. What's with my family and eggs? All I can think about is Benita, and all you two can think about are damn eggs. Who could that be?
Willie Harris? What are you doing here?
Good morning, ma'am. Can we come inside?
Come in, yeah.
We have a lot to talk about.
Walter, what are you doing? Do you realize what this poor man did?
I realize exactly what this poor man did. He stole my money, he stole our money, he deserves to go to jail.
Benita, what are you doing here?
I'm back from Missouri.
What happened? I saw you on the news. You was in jail. How did you get out?
Why don't we go talk about this somewhere else?
Follow me. We'll go sit at the table. Okay, can someone please explain what's going on?
I don't know where to begin.
You should probably begin when you scam Bobo and me out of our money. That's when you should really begin.
You see, I didn't really want to do that to you, but it was for the cause. I'm part of CORE.
CORE? You sound crazy.
It stands for Congress of Racial Equality, and it's a nonviolent civil rights organization. My name is actually James L. Farmer, and I'm one of the founders of CORE. I go by Willie when I'm not in the South, you know, to keep low-key and all. I took that money to help fund our Freedom Summer. Someone's got to pay for those Greyhound buses, you know. The money also goes to bailing out protesters, just like Benitha.
Wait, so you bailed Benitha out of jail?
Yeah, you know, I saw her in jail, and I knew I owed you, so I bailed her out, and here she is. I guess I gotta go. I got a protest to go to.
Who would have thought we'd ever see Willie again? All this time, Walter's been holding on to all that bitterness and rage, and now he's finally let go. A miracle.
Yes, it's a miracle if there ever was one. Well, I'm awfully tired from all that traveling, you know. Boy, is it good to be home.
Now where do you think you're going? Get yourself back down here and you've got a lot of explaining to do. Now, what are you getting yourself into? What is this about you going to lunch counters and sit-ins? What do you think you're doing?
Oh, Benitha, you're always trying to save the world, trying to express yourself. The other day, you wanted to run off to Africa with a saga, and now you want to run to the South with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Ruth, you don't get it. First, when I wanted to be a doctor, I couldn't because I could fix people, but I couldn't fix people, you know? But now with the SNCC fighting for Negro rights and stuff, I can find my calling in this world.
Benitha, you're sounding awfully crazy.
You sound a whole lot of crazy.
Mama, you don't get it. I'm gonna fix humanity. Me and the SNCC, we're gonna fix humanity.
But you don't know what you want. You're changing your views all the time on everything.
Mama, why won't you listen to me?
No, you don't talk to me like that. You better get yourself together or...
What was that?
Sounds like it came from Travis's room.
Walter! Walter! Travis, are you alright? He ain't here, he went outside.
Oh, thank the Lord. He could have been hurt.
Someone threw a brick through the window.
Someone must have a problem with us. What does the note say?
I'll read it. Get out of our neighborhood.
Oh my.
Someone must have threw it because they saw Benitha on the news. Things were all fine before you started doing all those sit-ins.
Don't go blaming this on me, Walter. Those whites had a problem with us before we moved.
What should we do? Should we move again?
No, we are staying here.
But Lena, your plants.
My plant and this family will be just fine. All it needs is a little water and care.
But Mama!
We are staying here.
We're gonna see a whole lot of hate, Mama.
Let them hate. We have each other.
And that's all that matters.